Hello, loves. I am writing to you in flight on my way to Atlanta for my sister's birthday. We're going swimming with sharks and stingrays at the Atlanta Aquarium on Sunday. I like to use travel time to do some reading, thinking, and writing, so here we are. This newsletter includes the following content: emotional healing and why it matters, things I'm loving. Scroll below to read more. Enjoy! Emotional healing and why it matters. Today, I want to talk a little about emotional healing and why it's not just important, but foundational to the kind of life we long for, one rooted in peace, love, presence, and creativity. Let's start here. What is a trigger really? A trigger is a signal from your body and mind. It's your nervous system saying, I've felt this before and I didn't feel safe. Or this looks or sounds familiar and it's going to be painful. Triggers are invitations to tend to something unprocessed, an emotion that got stuck, a wound that didn't get the care it needed. The more we avoid them, the louder they get. But when we learn how to feel what's underneath, healing begins. Emotional pain is real pain. Our brains register emotional pain in the same way they register physical pain. That means your body will try to avoid it, shut it down, numb it out, or bypass it entirely. Thank you, brain, for trying to help me survive. But the truth is, emotions are meant to move. Emotion, energy in motion. They're energy. They want to be felt and released, not stuffed down and stored in our tissues. What happens when we don't do our work? When we don't learn to process emotions through the body, we become more easily triggered and react in ways we regret. Chronic tension and mysterious physical ailments can show up. Our children can take on the emotions we're unwilling or unable to feel. Our energy and mood get hijacked. We live in survival mode, disconnected from our true essence. What becomes possible when we do? When we learn to feel and move emotions all the way through, everything changes. Our emotional capacity expands. We become more resilient. We model healthy emotional regulation for our children. We create safety for others to feel around us, and we are able to access more compassion and less judgment. We unlock access to joy, love, creativity, and our full self-expression. We feel proud of how we show up. We have more energy, more softness, more clarity. Life becomes richer, more meaningful, and connected. So how do we heal emotionally? There are 3 primary paths to emotional healing. Depending on the person and the trauma or wounds they experienced, they may need a combination of all 3. Keep in mind, we have all experienced trauma. Even if you haven't experienced major or big T traumas, you experienced interpersonal traumas as a child when your needs weren't met, when you experienced not being fully seen, known, and loved as you were, or when you experienced being alone and processing something painful. Given the mind-body communication is 20% top-down and 80% bottom-up, I like to focus most of my efforts in the body, including mind-based tools as a supplement to that work. I do not do any work with medicinal interventions, but there are many resources for those out there with bigger wounds to heal. Here are the 3 pathways to healing and some examples of the type of work you can do in each one. Top down, or mind first. Talking through your story with a trusted witness, being seen fully in your experience with nothing added or taken away. Reframing the narratives you've been telling yourself and others about the event, yourself, or your experience. Identifying cognitive distortions such as all or nothing thinking, catastrophizing, overgeneralization, etc., and replacing them with new thought patterns. Bottom-up or body-first approaches. Somatic experiencing, EFT tapping, breathwork, yoga, and movement, meditation, and mindful presence. Medicinal or supportive interventions. Plant medicine therapies when appropriate and safe, prescribed medicine under professional guidance. These are the tools we use not to get rid of our pain, but to complete it, to walk it all the way through so it no longer defines who we are or how we see and relate to the world, ourselves, and others. This is the heart of emotional healing, learning to feel fully so we can live freely. I believe this is the work that changes everything, not just for us, but for the generations to come. If you have any questions on this topic, don't hesitate to email me back and ask. I love hearing from you. P.S. This is the type of work I do with mothers in my one-on-one holistic healing containers. I believe emotional healing for mothers is activism for a better future for all. In 6 months, I promise you will heal triggers, receive a toolkit you can use for life, and feel confident that you can guide your own children through emotional healing processes as well. I have some spots opening up next month for one-on-one containers. If you're interested in learning more, you can shoot me an email or apply for one-on-one work in the link in my show notes. Things I'm loving. To satisfy the craving of eating a bowl of cereal, I really have been enjoying Catalina Crunch lately. Their cinnamon toast, peanut butter chocolate, and maple waffle flavors are great. They have extra protein and fiber and don't spike your blood sugar like mainstream cereals do. You can find them at major grocery stores, Target, Walmart. Most stores actually carry it. I love using Poshmark to purchase some of my favorite clothing brands used and at a lower price. You can visit Poshmark online, or they also have a mobile app you can download. It fulfills my value of sustainability, and I've also been able to find some of my favorite pieces that get a hole in them or get worn down over time. I actually have replaced my favorite sweater from Anthropologie twice now because my dog Suki has bitten holes in them. Thanks for reading my newsletter. Sending you lots of love. Kara.